Any thoughts? Can you tell us any more specifically? Are you going 11 and 14, or have you decided what you're doing yet?
Yeah, we've decided going into the workout today, we're going to take a look at a couple of things there. I'm pretty sure, Dan, where we're going. But obviously, I want the players to hear from it. We've talked to just about everybody that needs to. I'm going to have a couple of conversations during the workout, and I'll probably be able to give you a better idea after we get through working out. I want to see a couple of things that we're kind of waiting on without going into a lot of detail. But the decision for us was going with 10 or 11, and we've kicked it around till we're blue in the face like everybody does. And there's no perfect, if you knew exactly what was going to be needed for each game, it'd be real easy to do. But the game has a way of exposing needs, and I think each club that you might play, or if you're fortunate enough to continue, things change with 7 and 5 and 1. I thought it was fascinating last night looking at the rosters that those guys, I remember having to do that in 2012. There's a different dynamic to each challenge. Last one? Good.
Somebody else?
Do you kind of feel now that you're getting closer to game one, maybe the intensity level starting to pick up now and guys are pretty anxious to start this new season?
I don't feel like it's picking up. I mean, I got to tell you, two of the more, not fun, just good days are, some of the first couple of days of spring training and the workout days in the playoffs, where the cup's half full, everything. You're looking at everything as just it's a comfortableness of certain accomplishment. Now you move on to another stage. There's just the quietness of the park and how beautiful. I called Nicole and her ground crew together with the players yesterday, because we've been around in some of these fields late in the season. How great condition and the things that they've done with our field, and I'm completely off subject, but just so many things that change as the season goes on, and our guys are the intensity level's been there. There were certain things that we need to accomplish as a team the last 10 days, and why it always didn't show up in the W column. There were some things that we were able to benefit from, but it all gets thrown out of the window. I mean, Detroit's rested, we're rested, we had off days, and everybody's ready to do what they do. And our guys are that there's a fine line between anxiety and anticipation, and I don't care how many times you've been to the postseason, there's still a certain newness about it. And because there's really 4 seasons that you play. You play spring training, it's completely different. You play regular season, it's completely different. September baseball with the rosters, that's a whole different gig, and then the postseason is different. So it's a challenge to, as a manager, you're always trying to prepare them for everything that might be coming at them, and the only way you can do that is from experience.
Buck, you guys have never backed down from a challenge all year, but now you face a team that can throw the kind of pitching that they can throw out there. A few Cy Young Award winners, but your staff has pitched just as well, if not better, all year long. Can you address that and what that might mean in this series?
Probably nothing. Maybe from their standpoint it does, because of the track record and the things that you have to do to. Those type of things come from longevity too, and being a proven commodity over a long period of time, which they're starters and a lot of their position players are able to do. We could get Miggy up here to comment on it. He's checking out, but I think he's lost. What do you think? Come on, Miggy. Come on up here and sit with me. We'll talk about it. No, but, I think we all know what it looks like on paper. But there's a lot of things that have looked a certain way on paper this year for us that we were able to overcome. So thank goodness it's not played by, in Fantasy League. I know where we hope our fantasy takes us. But, I've said many times during the year, you grind like heck for 7, 8, 9 months, whatever it is, to have a chance to roll the dice in October. And this is the cool thing about a season, is that only one team's going to be happy when this is all said and done. And, that's what separates these guys and the coaches, is that is they're willing to be put in that that cooker. That's what separates them. What I tell them all the time, what do you bring that we can't get off of every street corner? Just be sure your teammates can count on you to bring that. And there's a real trust involved in me and them and me and the coaching staff, the whole, because there's just too many things go on. You have to delegate around and trust people. And that trust continues starting tomorrow.
Right in front, Buck.
Look, there have been some challenges at third base the last couple of weeks defensively. Obviously, it's been tough to replace Manny Machado and then Chris Davis, but who do you see getting the bulk of the playing time at third base, and how concerned are you over what you saw the last couple of weeks?
Well, I take consideration that, we were trying to do a lot of things there at the end to make as good evaluations not only for the playoffs but for the future from an organizational standpoint, whether it be Christian Walker, whether it be Jimmy Paredes, whether it be a lot of guys, still familiarizing ourselves with Alejandro and some guys that haven't been here all year. And so I feel confident in the people that will be playing. And they've got a good track record. I don't think anybody's trying to be, as good as Manny. I mean, Manny had a historical year defensively, but we've been able to present ourselves well over there, and I feel confident that we will continue to do that.